basically, it's an underhand toss like this. By the way, in tennis, if it's underhand, it's called toss. If it's this motion, it's called throw. That's a throwing motion, okay? So it's a toss. What we like to do is have a routine before you serve. And your routine is the same every time. If you're in a nervous situation, in a serious tournament, and the pressure's on, you still have your routine, and that gives you something that you can control, the other person can't stop. So you take your time. I bounce the ball 4 times, and then I stand up tall like this, and then I do that slow tossing motion. Try to make my toss go straight up in the air, and it stays out in the front. So in front of this line a little bit. Let's try that again. So this is like I'm kind of aiming. I'm deciding I'm going to serve it in that corner. Okay, what I'm going to try to do is have a contrast that the first part is really slow. When I'm tossing the ball underhand, my arm goes down until my elbow becomes straight. Then as I toss it, I use my straight arm. I'm just using the shoulder to move my arm. So it's really minimal. There's not a lot of moving parts. There's not as many things can go wrong. Stand up tall. You decide, you aim. Now when you're done tossing it, you want to kind of stretch your hand a little bit, and that puts you in a position where you're stretching up with this arm, and as you throw your racket, you can stretch up with the other arm. So you're in a position like this, and then you reach up on the second half, okay? Now we talked about a contrast in speed. The first part is really slow, the second part is much faster. So when I throw my racket head, the end of my racket head should go much faster. So I toss it slow, take your time. There's no advantage in going fast. And I want to kind of place the ball in the air so I don't have to chase it all over the place. Okay? So part of this is the rhythm, where the first part is so slow, it takes a long time. So if you said it out loud, it would sound like 1, 2. 1 takes a long time, and then there's no pause in between 1 and 2. Most people, when they mess it up, they let the ball fall back down, and it's crowding them, and they're not really stretching up on the second part. So you don't want to have a big pause. You want to reach up and get the ball. Another really good trick, when you're done tossing the ball, your hands stretching up, let your eyes look up. Your head, it looks up. And as you go to hit it, go pow, and then look down about when the ball hits the ground. Okay? So the main thing is, let's get a good steady toss. Have the rhythm where the first part is slow. 1, 2. Okay? Also, if you're on balance, you'll be more accurate. So when you're done tossing the ball here, right here, it kind of looks like you're saluting. Your racket is in this saluting position, right here. In that position, you should be on balance. So you should go slow, balance, and then go. All right, that's good, thank you.